Hey guys, today was very long and busy and kind of just all over. Okay. And it was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Convoluted almost. Okay. So, one, my lighting right now sucks ass. I'm sorry. It's sort of better. I look like a decent human right now, not a fucking Oompa Loompa. Anyway, so today was really long and kind of convoluted. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so this morning I was late leaving. I left at like 7:30. Normally I leave at 7:15, 7:20. And I was in such a hurry, I actually ended up leaving my phone sitting on top of my dresser, but I didn't know it until I got to school. And I live like 25 minutes from my school. So, I got to school, the first thing out of my mind is, oh shit. And the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, did I just leave my phone on top of my car? Like, was I just so neglectful that I just left my phone on top of the car and let it blow off? And I thought, and I'm like, no, the thing on top of your car this morning was your toast, your coffee, and your keys. You didn't have your phone on the car. Like, you didn't have your phone on the car. Don't make yourself have a panic attack. Or an anxiety attack. Or both, for that matter. Because when I lose my phone and I start to freak out and I get it's just not okay. So, then I went to first period after going through my entire backpack and my purse twice. Yeah, I was not having a good morning. Went to first period. It was fine. Actually during first period, we got to use Anne's truck, like her big 4-door truck, with the KED, which wasn't horrible. It was much, more difficult in the truck with the KED than it was using it in the lab, just because in the lab our version of a car is a medicine table and 2 chairs. Sometimes 4 chairs if we want to get into like a really big car, but yeah. So that was fun. I was the one that actually ended up having to take over the cot, just because the girl that was doing it before me, we were having a hard time lifting or lowering and raising the cot, so I took that over. Mainly because she has very, very small hands. I have much larger hands. Not like man hands, but like I have bigger hands than her, so I took over. And then, that was pretty much it for first period. Second period, we had a skeletal system test, which wasn't so bad. My favorite part of it actually was having to label the skeleton. And we didn't have to do the entirety of it. Like, we didn't have to do every single bone, but we did the majority of them. I think. No. We did like a quarter of them. Maybe. But, they were all pretty easy. It was labeling the sections of spine, cervical, thoracic, lumbar, your ulna and radius, your femur, your tibia and fibula, your patella, your metatarsals, tarsals, phalanges, cranium, mandible. I'm trying to think. There were a few others on there, but yeah. Obviously we didn't have to know like every single thing. We had to do the ribs. We had to know how many ribs there are, how many are true, how many are false, and how many are floating. So yeah. Anyway, then in third period, my computer had a major spasm. So what we had taken yesterday, a diagnostic test for the ACT, pretty much saying like, hey, this is what you're gonna get on for a math score. This is your projected score on the ACT. Well, my computer had a major spaz because I never logged out of it. I never really did anything. I just opened it up and it had reset the entire thing. So I had to retake the diagnostic test, which wasn't horrible. I have a projected score of 24 on the math for just taking the diagnostic test. That's it. I haven't had any other kind of lesson or whatever over the ACT for math. So that was just, just starting out. I have a projected score of 24, which isn't bad because you have to have at least a 19 to pass on the math section. So with a projected score of 24, I'm actually very happy. And that's, like I said, that's just like the first time that I've taken that. I haven't had anything else. So what we've been doing is we've actually been going over it so that we do go through stuff that we struggled with and we improve that, and then we will end up taking another diagnostic test probably the Monday we get back. And then that Tuesday the juniors take the ACT. So yeah, fun. Fourth period, I kind of was just walking laps. I had walked to Coach Cool's room, although he wasn't there, so I walked back to Mr. Camp's room, put all my crap down, grabbed the check, walked to Coach Cool's room. Some kid asked me for gum, and this particular kid I've known for a while, and everyone was just waiting outside because he was just calling like 3 or 4 of them in at a time. So I just said, fine, I'll be right back. I had him hold the check for all of maybe 10 minutes, if that, while I ran and grabbed gum. He took a piece, I got my gum back, I got my check back, we both went in Coach Cool's room. He said, Karen, just sit down, because I don't have him as a teacher, but he had me sit by his desk, so I just, ever so patiently, sat there. Didn't really talk, didn't do anything, kind of just sat there and looked pretty, why not? Then, he eventually came over, took the check, had me fill out a form that said, it had the check number, my name, the amount paid, and then I had the signature, so, yeah, and then I had to run something out to the ag teacher, came back. That was pretty much the majority of my fourth period. Fifth period, I actually did not end up having because we were starting to fill out the forms for the ACT, like the student section and the address, like mailing address, just like basic stuff like ethnicity, email address, mailing address, stuff like that. Then I left early. I actually left at 3:15 because I had texted Mom this morning and said, hey, I forgot my phone at home. Can you email Miss Zeller and have me get out 15 minutes early? And she said, sure. So she did, and I picked up the note from Miss Zeller, and I left at like 3:12, I think. That's when I walked out the door. But, yeah. Then I came home, grabbed my phone. Mom was on the phone, not my phone, but she was on the house phone thinking, because for some reason, she got this convoluted idea that from that one text that said, I forgot my phone, can you email Miss Zeller? She thought, okay, I'm gonna go pick up my kid at school, take her to Walmart to get a sports bra, take her to get a drink for the meet tonight, bring her back to the high school so she can get her car, and then she was gonna run home, get my phone, and bring it to me. I'm just thinking, what? That is so convoluted. I literally just was going to come home, grab my phone, change for the meet, and go. But whatever. It's whatever. She actually ended up dropping me off at the meet and picking me up. Which, with how exhausted I am, was kind of nice. But, yeah, the meet went well. It was about 5 hours long, I think. 4 or 5. And yeah, I got service hours for it. I got Coach Cool to sign it. And I came home and I slept on the couch for about maybe 2 hours. Anyway, so that's been my day, and I guess I will just talk to you guys later. See ya.